Uh-oh. Is this thing on? Can you guys hear me? All right. I think I got this. I got camera 1, camera 2. This is so I can actually talk to you dudes and say hello to chat. Man, I can't see this microphone's in the way. Yo, yo, yo. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for the wait. I appreciate your patience. So it turns out StreamYard's pretty complicated, especially when you're using an old laptop. And I had it all ready to go. And then right at the last second, StreamYard's like, oh, wait, you're using Safari? Ooh, sorry, the Safari's not going to work. You're going to have to use something else. So I was like, wow, you didn't know I was on Safari from when I first logged in and opened this on Safari. Anyways, hey, shout out to iCave. Man, I guess I got to do the roll call, right? Ace Rocks Tech, Sharkfin, OROD, Body. Of course he's in here, man. Let's see. Who else? Did I miss anyone up top? Nope, just more Ace and more OROD. That's up. Renz, were you really number one? Nice, man. Shout out to you. Tech loving mama, of course. Everyone, almost everyone that's in here has a channel on their own. They're worth checking out, or at least just go sub to them and, you know, click on some stuff. You don't gotta be too diehard. I'm sure they'll understand. They're good people. Stephanie's in the chat. I didn't know they had internet in, well, I won't say the city you're in, but basically, because it's so rural there, I'm like, wow, she has internet? Amazing. Let's see here. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. And we'll get into it. So, clickbaity title. Yeah, sure. The point is to get the clicks, right? And we'll get that out of the way so I can deliver on the promise of where I am hoping for Apple's M1X, right? Which is rumored at this point, so I could check that off. I did put this in the description. I hope it's there. I don't know if, again, this is all like a live practice, whether I crash and burn or not. We'll see. You guys will be here for that too. And so apparently, if you guys haven't heard, a lot of these tech companies, they like to harvest data, you know, a lot of it 24/7. And so, well, sure, sometimes, you know, hey, I'll see an ad, right, that I wanted. I'm like, hey, you know, I was thinking about that item, and then poof, ads. Like, that's cool. But all the other stuff, knock it off. Stop doing that. Keep your eyes and ears out of my Siri and iPhone and iPad and HomePod and MacBook Pro, AirPods, smart TV, other smart TV. Let's see. I guess I use internet for everything. Hopefully they'll listen, right? We all know multinational conglomerates are fairly reasonable. And I believe that's it. Did I promise anything else in the title? I can't see it on my end. I just see the rumored Apple M1X hope ... That's what I see on my end. So, that way they can't say like, oh, this, you know, he bait and switched or it was clickbait. I'm like, well, you're right that it's clickbait, but let's see. Just scripting tomorrow's show. Do I click on one of these? How do I do this? I'm learning. Oh, do you see that? Look at that. And then this one. And then I'm going to click on this guy. You said you were maybe not going to show up. I know it's super late over there. Do you guys know what was the Dracula, the castle? This guy walks by like every day. And why? Because they don't have cars yet in Romania, Transylvania, Pennsylvania. I forget what it's called. Let's see here. Also, this guy makes what's his saying? He has a slogan: giving art another life, a new life. He takes apart a few gadgets and puts them in a frame. That's pretty neat. I recommend it to check this guy out. Oh, we've got some TechTuber royalty in the building. Her Majesty's top daily Apple news creator person. Really dope stuff. Thanks again. Shout out to him. He was nice enough to allow me to celebrate his channel's 1 year. And I know you were living on iPad before, but I think I joined you right at the you know, when you were doing Apple News and all that. So that was amazing. Your journey has inspired me. You know, maybe I didn't realize it at the time, but definitely one of the main mans. And I got his over here. You guys can't get this anymore unless you pressure him to make it again. This was, he set out and he didn't tell anybody what it was going to be. It was going to be, he said, hey, I'm working on something. If you guys want to be a part of it, drop the emoji down and, you know, you'll see it when it's ready. And I am actually, let me see. I think I have the bottle for it too. Right here. See if I can get it close enough to the camera. Right there. What do you think? Does that look like me? You see it? With the peace sign? Maybe, maybe not, a little bit. That's Dave right there. Of course, he made himself bigger than everyone else. And he signed it. You know, he didn't ask me if I wanted it signed. So he kind of took it on himself there. But I appreciate it nonetheless. I got the pillow over this shoulder. It's weird for me because it's like mirrored or not mirrored, but backwards over here. It's the cat's, by the way. You can't see all the cat hair on it. There's like a couple layers of cat hair on that. She loves it. Kiwi, shout out to her. Let's see. Did I put Barry up on the thing yet? This is kind of cool. Like I said, how my problem before was that I used the iPad, which is what I'm talking to you. Where's the camera? Right there. To you guys on. And so like it's far, so I can't touch it or anything. And over here, I got this old thing barely alive. Let me put the fan. The fan was on 50%. That's a bad move. So I don't want a heater right now. It is the middle of summer. So Intel, I appreciate that you guys like to keep your users nice and warm, but I own AC, so knock it off. You know, all the, can I say shit? I can say shit. All the shit we give Intel, shouldn't we give them, you know, like a shout out to them? Because had they not screwed up so royally, we wouldn't be getting something as awesome as Apple Silicon. Yes, right? So there's that. Let's see here. Oh, another heavy hitter. D-Slang. You can find him slanging D for digital. Not, you know, it's still pretty early. We're 7 minutes in, so we can save that for a little later. Always good to see his live streams are pretty funny too. I was going to tell you, maybe now that I have your attention here, digital, sometimes I find that you're like twisted, that you have your, like, you know, you're reading the comments over here on one and then you have like the microphone on the other. And I wonder if like I get a crick in my neck watching you. I didn't want to say it on your live stream, but over here we're on my live stream. So I just, you know, I wanted to know if like why you seem so twisted, or if you have like an old mattress and then you wake up and then you set it that way opposite so you can like be untwisted, then I get it. Then you're a smart man. Let's see if I'm gonna miss anything. See Ova, the technician. Yo, actually, I didn't expect it when I first got on your live stream. See, I didn't expect that it was going to be the content that it was. But I remember one of the first times where you and I really got into, or rather me, right? I'm on the chat and you're on stream, but talking about microphones and getting started with what you have around you, and then. But on top of that, for people who are ready to purchase something and get themselves into some live streaming gear, that episode in particular that you had about, you know, what some good stuff is to get on a budget, some really, really cool things, and also tips and tricks too. I know he uses quite a few things. If you guys haven't had a chance to catch one of Siova's live streams, there's some good stuff in there. I think recently he was talking smack about, and for good reason, StreamYard wasn't working or how buggy it was. But on that StreamYard, talking about how bad StreamYard was, maybe someone saw it at StreamYard because that one went off without a hitch. So maybe insult them in every other StreamYard that you have. Maybe they'll pay more attention to the glitches that they have sometimes. See, one thing about, I agree with you, Dave, but why just once a year? I'll just ask that and I'll leave that there. Let's see. Who else do we got? Yeah, see? Exactly. Ted. Oh, first sequence stream, make some noise. Toy gun, pow. Yes, I agree. For those of you who don't know, yes, this is my first live stream on my channel. Second actual piece of content that I'm going to put on here. You know, so far, he was the first stream, or actually, was it on your, Ted, was it the first one that I joined? My first time live streaming? Was that your channel or was that Mobile Geezer's channel? I don't remember right now because too many people are watching. So I'll come back to you. More shout outs, fist bumps. Let's see, who else do we got? Yeah. Oh, your sound effects game is on another level too. Some of them, I think, maybe I they get to me because I'm listening to it from a DJ standpoint. So the whole and all that stuff, I would already like have met my limit of having heard all the DJ noises. I don't use too many of them on my gigs, but of course, when done right, like the right sound effects at the right time, like sure, it can elevate. And I know you're having fun. I know it's your channel, and I like if you're having fun, I'm having fun. But from from creator to creator, even though you've been doing the live stream and the YouTube stuff longer than I have, I'm like, ooh, here's the one thing I can talk about. So of course I'm going to talk about it. See, I mean, you've been in the clubhouse rooms and stuff. You know what happens. Let's see here. Tech for your needs or tech for my needs? Tech for our needs, the world's needs. Luis in the building. I'm glad you can make it, man. How long is this roll call going to take? When I get to the bottom of these here, let's see. If you guys like the thumbnail, I said it on Twitter. Ace Rocks Tech helped me with that. I appreciate it. You could always change it or add stuff to it. I mean, it was something real quick. Again, I don't have any of the of that software, whether it's free or not. I'm lucky that when you have friends and you have people you can count on, people that support you, or even if they're just doing it ironically, so they're like, hey, let's support this guy, and then we can push him, and then maybe he'll fall on his face or something. I don't know their intentions, but I'm going to take advantage of what's available to me. So shout out to him. Thumbnail was his idea and his doing. Ted FNTT. Okay, your channel. That was your channel. So I could have cussed. You didn't tell me that. I would have cussed if I would have known, because I remember Mobile Geezer, shout out to George, who said that, that kind of language doesn't have a place, or he prefers, other kinds of language, and I get it. But, a nice placed, well felt and delivered cuss word, because I love language, not censorship. Oh, yeah, glad you can make it. Work hard, travel well. Oh, you know what I was thinking? Work hard, travel harder. But I like that one too. Let's see. Hey, how do I make people mods? I wish I could hear you. That'd be fun. Maybe we'll do that. More sound effects. This guy. I heard he's a big YouTuber. What am I on to, Ace? What did I miss? I forgot everything I've said up to this far. It's been 13 minutes. Okay. I think that's the end. Oh, right when I think that's the end. Here we go. Yeah, you know what? I was just thinking, I think he has an album that either just came out or it's going to come out, but I think the singles from the album are available on Apple Music. And so you're able to listen to that before the album drops, because it's technically released. And he's got some new stuff. It's interesting. For those of you who don't know Carlos Santana, one of the greatest. He's been doing it since he was a young kid, and I know him as far back as like 70s, right? 70s, 80s. And the new one of the two singles has G-Eazy on it. So if you ever wondered what G-Eazy and Carlos Santana would do on a song, they did that. I like it. It's pretty good. The mod thing. Oh, that's right. That's right. I got to make a couple of you mods. Moderator is on the YouTube Studio website. Yeah, see, I didn't see an option for that before, but let's see here. Do I select your thing? Oh, I can put you in timeout. That's kind of cool. All right. So I basically talked about all I wanted to talk about. Oh, no, wait. Samsung. I mentioned Samsung. So one of the first crash courses that I've received, I mean, yet it's almost everywhere in tech Twitter and tech YouTube, because usually Apple only dominates at least the news cycle, once a year, maybe twice a year, when they do something like they did this year, for example, in spring. And so other than that, and like outside of gaming consoles, there's not too much that I pay attention to, just because having been on Android and, ever since the 4S, I believe I've been on iOS ever since. I know that I get the gist of it. You can get a lot of customization, but that also it's the double-edged sword of it being open platform, right, where anybody can put anything on anything Android or on an app that is for Androids and stuff like that. So definitely been doing my homework and some research. I know with my first guest stream on with Ted and Mobile Geezer, that was the hot topic there. And as far as like even like I said, nothing since the 4S really from then to now. I haven't paid too much attention. I've basically been like an Apple sheep, right? Since then, now with what I'm seeing emerge from Apple's competition, whether you call it a competition or not, is that their phones have been noticeably getting better. And even for me, for someone who, like I said, it's been iPhone only forever, where some of their designs now even have been catching my eye to where I'm like, they're not as ugly as I remember them. Again, I haven't paid no mind in so long, but some of their newer stuff, like for sure the Pixel looks really good compared to phones past. The Fold doesn't look half bad. I think it being now, I hadn't realized it's the third iteration now, and I'm like, well, you would hope that they get some bugs out, and it looks like that's exactly what they've done. So I'm excited for all you guys. I know not everyone is iPhone and iPad or whatever, but let's see here. Shark Fin saw Santana in 2016. Wow, what a show off. Look at this guy. Get a load of this guy, guys. Let him have it in the chat. Come in here like that. Primy, I'm glad you can make it. And she's saying hi to the chat. Okay, so that's it for saying hello to me. All right. Did you hear the Tech Love Mama? Did you hear the song they just made? The single I was talking about? It's a good one. I had it on repeat for a bit. It's good. It's different. For sure it's different. I think go into it with no expectations. Like just know, like it's something different. I'm wondering if they did it to have his name on it and to have I mean, I wouldn't say that he's like, obviously he's successful, but I wouldn't say he was like he's it or happening now, right? I think that was what, 2 years ago when I was still listening to radio where I would hear his stuff. Can I just use the D-pad? No, I can't just use the D-pad. Boo. Android and Apple have pros and cons. That's true. Apple, the pro is the Apple logo, right? And the status. And the con would be Android. I'm just kidding, guys. I know you guys have your own stuff. Traitor. Wait, what happened? Why are you replying so late? Or did I get to your thing late? You're calling me a traitor for what, man? Come on. Oh, from way back when, before either of us existed? Come on, give that a break. How long are you going to milk that, man? Mm-hmm. Let's see. Got it. Okay. Right. So okay. Well, I get that. I had this thing, the stand that I have, the Intel, the sadly Intel powered MacBook on here. It does tilt up because it has little legs on it, and it has it's a cooling pad. So it's a stand, has some lights on it, and it has like a dual fan in it because this thing's getting, even right now talking to you guys, it's getting warm. I know that we mentioned when I was asking for help in Clubhouse earlier, they were like, yeah, it's StreamYard's internet based, so it's like off of your laptop. I'm like, that's the least, that's the least they could do if I'm going to be using this thing for another couple months until we even hear whether or not 16-inch M1X or whatever they call it, if that's how much longer I'm going to have to wait. But yeah, I get. Are you going to upgrade? How old is the iMac digital? I don't know. Ace. Would I get booed if I'm not a Santana fan? But you know who he is, right? I think at least if you know who he is, then that's okay. No, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, pimping and easy multitasking. You guys are having side conversations on my first live stream ever. You guys are talking to each other. Wow. Am I shocked? Not really. No. Oh, that's right. Hey, Barry, you're doing good things, man. Keep it up. Oh yeah. Hellos. No deep. All right. Calm down over there. The name of the song, man. Let me see if I'll pull it up here. I know that if you have, for example, Apple Music, you type in Santana, it'll pop up. It'll be under his latest release. So let's do Santana. Tap on Santana. And then after it loads, so it says coming October 15th, 2021. Blessings and Miracles is the name of the album. And song track number 8, She's Fire, with Diane Warren, G-Eazy, and Santana. That's a nice one. The artwork is green. Yes. I'm multitasking too. I'm trying to make sure the cat doesn't kill me, at least not on stream. Yeah, it is. Luis, glad you decided to go live. It's a matter of getting your first one out. After that, you're good to go. The thing, like I mentioned before, is scheduling something when I don't really have a rigid schedule. It's very fluid, very flexible. And so I can't just be like, oh, from this time to this time, or from this time to this time on this day. It's everything. It's going to be right now, like I said, between jobs, or maybe not even jobs, like potential career moves. Something's on the horizon, and I will be trading, kind of like being flexible to where I can sort of do whatever, provided that I don't make any promises, that I'm able to pivot and do all these things, right? Any one of these things at usually any given time. I'll be trading some of that for a rigid schedule, and obviously, money. But hopefully with that, we'll add some structure to my day-to-day and week to week. So we'll see how that is. I know this was short notice, but again, where I'm just like, okay, how far ahead can I, plan something, schedule it, tweet it out, at least my promise to, to myself, but of course you guys that have supported me too, to where want to give you as much of a heads up as possible while not hindering anything else, any prior commitments or things that would take priority that immediately that would come up or can come up. There it is. Yeah, sorry I didn't see this until I'm falling behind now. What the hell is this guy? Tech 702. If you guys don't know, his real name's Mike. So that's the quickest comeback that I have right now. What this is history, amigo. Also, not the number one guest stream or stream channel that I guest spotted on, but definitely stream number 2 on day 1. So yes, Mike, I'm gonna get you the. Do you want a beanie or like a tank top where it says day 1 and then have Mark sequence on it, or we'll work on that later. You let me know. It's old 2013. Have another 2020 iMac, but it's in another spot that I use for editing. Okay, and so yeah, so you were with that one. That one also has Intel, right? They all have Intel from that. Man, when did they first start using Intel? You nerds in the chat, let me know if you know off the top of your head, which I'm guessing you do. When was the transition? I forget who they transitioned from, but the one that they, obviously going to Intel, and now we're going away from them. Have you considered any of the M1 offerings right now, digital? Or are you looking forward to anything by the end of the transition? This guy. You think they're really going to listen to you, OROD? Huh? His name's Oscar, by the way, guys. That's not his real name. Or a version of his real name. I know who he's trying to be. Let me go back. He's trying to be, was it A-Rod? O-Rod's not a thing, man. I was going to tell you in private, but you really set me over the edge with this one. I'm devastated. Yeah, there you go. Did you like it? Did you listen to it? Are you listening to it now? I'll make the exception. I know this live stream's happening right now, Tech Love and Mama, but at least so that you know what it is. That's a good. You have my permission to listen to that. And what size laptop? Because I know even in the times and the age that we're living in, something as seemingly simple and innocent as the size of the display on your laptop can be controversial. I don't know why. That thing of, oh, it's even more portable. I mean, yeah, sure. Isn't a laptop portable, period? It's like, no, well, I mean, from 13 to 15, it's too big. I guess, man. You still have to put it in a satchel, right? You just slap it shut and throw it somewhere, but whatever. Okay, we'll skip that one. Let's see here. Only in Apple Music you can search it. Yeah, come on. See, and again, another reason that you need to be on the ecosystem. What do you want me to tell you? I didn't even know. It was a shock, and I learned something from you, Tech Unravel, every day. Like that you guys walk everywhere, and then what was the other thing? That you guys don't have all of the internet available. It's a miracle that you guys even have some internet. Okay, how about you? That's funny. That was a good one. I found it. Sweet. The idiot on the stream is interrupting the chat. I'll come back to you. Spotify. What? Why not Apple Music? You don't want what's the bad part of Apple Music? Because I mean all the streaming services cost money now, right? So what's the does Apple Music not work as good on Android, or is Spotify better suited for Android devices? Let's ask this guy. This guy's kind of a programming nerd. Hey, OROD, did you hear the question? Are you paying attention? I'm going to need you to unmute, buddy. I can't hear you. I'm just kidding, man. You can't. You probably could. But then I'll have to, I think, is it worse when you hack someone and they're using Apple stuff? Because now Apple's involved, right? Even if it's StreamYard? That's a good question. See, I didn't know that. Diane Warren wrote a lot of big pop and rock hits like Aerosmith's Don't Want to Miss a Thing. That's a good, does that count as a ballad? I like those guys. Oh, damn. Hey, Slang, stay safe, man. He's lost power twice during the stream. If you need a hug, let me know. Digital or otherwise, man. Seriously, take care of yourself, man. I don't know what, not just myself, but I don't know what we would do without you, brother. How is the light? Is the lighting okay? Let me see. Maybe I can get some more light from the MacBook. Is that all right? Can you see that Intel glow? That's not from the screen. That's from the heat. That's from this power hungry thing here. That's right. Yeah. Well, my guess is you only got one shout out, Tech 702. Is this it? You know why? Because Ace is a good guy. 2006. So from, what is that? 14 years? 14 years for them to get the boot. How soon, Oscar and everyone else in your chat, how soon after Intel became the monopoly of Apple products, how soon after do you think they started resting on their laurels and they stopped innovating? Because from what I can remember is right around the time that this thing came out. So 2012. They may even still have been on the peak, and then the plateau, I would say, was a bit maybe into 2010, 2011. I don't know. Let me know. For PowerPC to Intel in 2006. How long? Who did they use before PowerPC? Or has it been them? See, now this is more into where my nerd, or rather non-nerd, will show. Intel i7, maybe 3rd gen. Yeah, so that thing gives off a lot of heat too, I bet. Do the desktops get just as warm? I know a lot of times we're not, they're not touchscreens, so why would we touch them? But you still feel that radiating when you guys are using desktop Intel? This guy. Come on, Ace. You expect me to believe that you have Apple Music? Do they have a free version trial? I guess you can jump from free trial code to free trial code with different emails. Yo. Okay, I got it. I mean, yeah, like I said, the benefit of that is that it is the most portable version, 13-inch over the, at least from the offerings, right? I mean, speaking again of Apple, the 13-inch and 15-inch, that of course the 13-inch is going to be lighter and just take that smaller footprint. But I think for what it is, specifically for what I use it for, then I would even go larger. I wonder if, I know they discontinued it a while back, the 17-inch, but if they gave it that same treatment, they could go theoretically 18 inches. So what do you guys think of that? An 18-inch, would you guys give an 18-inch laptop a chance? again, if they were to do it, it would have Apple Silicon in it, right? They wouldn't go backwards. The internet there is way better. You know what? Okay. The only situation that I can see Tech Unraveled in which this statement is clear is because it's so limited. There's so much bandwidth because no one knows what to do with it yet. So you may have me there. Joker Tech shenanigans, man. Of course. No, it was super serious until you got here. So now guys, now we can be silly. He's here. The Joker himself. No, what, dude? Oscar, what is this? What am I supposed to do with this? Context. Look up context so you can see what we're talking about here. Oh, hey, you got 2 shout outs. Hey, that's pretty good, man. Bigger the better for me. I have a Surface Pro 4 12.9 inch and I want a portable screen to have dual monitors. Ah, right. Yeah. I forget. I think was it actually Oscar, we were talking about it before where he, for his workflow, having all these windows open, I think he grabbed his laptop that he had. I don't think he said what size it was, but just from the point being, it was like drowning in a sea of like browser and windows and stuff like that, to where something that you're having, if you have more real estate than you can better organize it, and I guess not have to squint whether you need glasses or not, because they'll resize. I know depending on the app, maybe they adjust to, but usually it's to be efficient, so they want to be space efficient. Do you have another phone, Tech Love and Mama? She says she doesn't do Apple. She has an iPhone 10R and hardly touches it. Well, I mean, you'd have to touch it to use it, right? Unless you use, I guess you can tell Siri what to do. You know, right? You would say, Siri, load mark sequences stream, right? Maybe they're still working on it. I'm looking to get a Pixel 6, although I have an iPhone. All my services are through YT and third-party stuff. So I think the transition should be fluid. Well, there you go. Wait, why would you get... Do you mean to switch away from iPhone, or would you have 2 phones? One for the... I forget how those lyrics go. I'll think of it and I'll say it again. See? There you go. So thanks for that, Ace. The lighting is fine. IMO. You know, hey, Sharkfin, whichever, we like you either way, man. Whether you're MO or not. Check mark. Damn, Mark, you make me lol. Literally. Cool. Motorola chips, pre-power PC. That's, wow. How far back is that? Because that sounds wrong. You mean the cell phone people? They made computer chips? Like for computers? That's weird. No wonder they didn't last. Right, guys? Hey, who do you guys think did a better job? I mean, yes, obviously, Intel we're transitioning away from, and clearly we transitioned away from Motorola, but who do you think Apple hates less? Or I guess Apple users. Who do Apple users hate less? Motorola or Power PC or Intel? That's a nice nerd poll, right? Hamster wheel. You know what? That might even generate less heat than these Intel chips. This guy. No Apple Music in here. All YouTube Premium. Hey, does that cover... I always wanted to know. Everyone who brags about having YouTube Premium, does that do anything for in-video ads? Like, this video is sponsored by whoever the hell. And they pretend to care about the sponsor and the product and that it's the best thing ever. You know, and then they're like, back to the video. Or are you getting ripped off anyways? 18 inches seems a little heavy. Giggity. Well, you know, maybe work out, Ace. You guys. Wow. Maybe getting all you guys together was a bad idea. Or the best idea. Oh, you guys over here. 18-inch laptop. A chance. No, because it's too big for my liking. Well, at least Apple hasn't made one that big. So how do you know, Tech? Boom. 13-inch M1 MacBook Pro. Well, you're saying that because you have one. And say that it was within your budget, would you consider going larger than that? Why or why not? I think that was the point of the conversation. OROD, not, hey guys, here's what I own, right? Just got a 17.3-inch portable display. Size is nice, but even that blocks my camera for streaming. Gotcha. Okay. Or I guess my other, like the first thought that I had was why wouldn't the display that you're using or reading off of be on the side of your microphone? I know that sometimes the arms, like some extend more than others. This thing, if I go too far one way, it I don't know, it looks weird. Like just having like a straight line at an angle, it looks weird. But that's why I was wondering is like if you have, unless there's no room or like how you have stuff set up that, you know, it made more sense to have them separate or apart, then I get that. No, I'll have two phones, but I don't think I can ditch the iPhone. Apple sheep, yeah. But why do you have two phones? Is one for work, one's for business, one's for pleasure? If so, make your job pay for it, right? My laptop is connected to an external monitor and peripherals, portable when I need it. See, that's another thing. Oh, as far as the the portable display, what? Can you explain that? Is that like a laptop but without any computer parts, or how exactly is it portable? For me, software. Context Joker. YouTube Premium removes the ad. Does that removes in video ads where the creator is taking time out of the video to plug something? You'd be going back to 96-ish for Motorola. PC power chip and the original iMac is still made. Radiation hardened for space. God damn. Latest Mars rover is powered by it. Now here's another thing. I don't know how their relationships are. If Apple is even, I'm sure they've considered it, but how serious, I don't know yet, to use their so far groundbreaking chip, right? The M1, to use that in other places. I don't know if you guys think they would do that? Space exploration powered by M1 or M2 or M3, however, whatever the latest one is at the time. Traded my Note 20 Ultra for the Fold 3 10R Moto Z2 Force. They keep for the projector mod. Is that, because the little attachment on the back? How good is that? Is that any good? I saw that and I thought that was neat. It'd be cool for Apple to make or allow to be made. See, now I don't know if it already exists, but of course, even say third party, but that Apple, when you see something, at least the hope is when Apple is willing to host and sell third party devices, accessories on their website, that they at least vetted it, right? So it should be good to go. And if it's not, you get your money back, or it's covered by warranty, or however. That's what she said. Well, maybe because she's your wife, Oscar. She's a good person. Doesn't want to hurt your feelings. No, you asked me which one I have. Why do you need to yell? Bro, first of all, I still can't hear you. So, YouTube Premium for the win. Sorry, not sorry. Well, you know what? I was asking generally, Stephanie. I didn't ask you specifically. So, if the YouTuber themselves adds their own ad in the video, no. Yeah, that's what my concern was. But if YouTube adds them, then there's right. So that made sense. But what I wasn't sure of is the stuff that is in the video itself, like part of the video you're watching. I thought, I don't know. I mean, would it be that much harder for them to go in there and like for them to have like their video without that in it, and then toggle it so that it knows whether you have a YouTube Premium subscription or not, and to give you that one, right? To give you like, they have, they paid for it. Let them not have the ad. But sometimes I can appreciate like, when creators, they make their version of an ad read, and something different or silly, or so there's some where it's like it's part of the show, and at least it's that where like they tried, rather than, hey, let's talk about well, I don't want to unnecessarily unnecessarily plug anybody. So, but right, at least I do see that effort gets made, and so that's what happens. Ace, no, that's not how stuff works. So your mistake is still there, very much there. 18 inches would be cool. Hey, whoa, calm down. What are we talking about here? And there's a winky. See, that's those emojis. See these guys right here? That's suspect. But seriously, I'd like that for a laptop, and then the laughing, crying. I'm like, I gotcha. No, but I would too. I think it's a 17. My dad's old. Man, I don't even know what he's running. He might even still be running like, what's the one that came after XP? Windows XP. I think he has that on it still. And that one, when I need to print something or whatever, because for whatever reason, with the dongle, my iPad doesn't recognize the printer. So I'll go on, email myself something, go over there, print a label out, and open it up. I'm like, oh damn, that's a lot of real estate. So there's that. Oh, thank you, Primi. Everyone go check out her stuff. Sometimes she has hilarious live streams. I don't know if she means for them to be funny, but it's some good stuff. It's pretty entertaining. Sometimes stuff happens. YouTube Premium is the shiznit. Fire emoji, purple heart. Well, I use the purple heart. So there's that. And the fire emoji. Okay, not as much as Viper, though. Shout out to him. Getting the pixel for the channel. Coming into some disposable income. Oh, this guy. Everyone hear that? I'll leave this up for a bit so you can take note of who has disposable income. This guy over here. Thought what better way to go? What better way than to go to the channel? I forgot to hydrate. And hydrate actually with water, not like some other people. Oh yeah. And so you're going to be, so you mean like to run your channel off of, so for your business, or to like review and stuff like that? Ace. Oh, thanks, Joker. I totally forgot to do that and plug that. And you know what else? I forgot also the, because I was too nervous. Well, it happens. Yes, and get you more money out here for premium users tuning in. Is that what happened for live streaming? You mean? I didn't know that. See, there's all sorts of stuff I don't know. I thought you just turn on the camera and make videos about what you want or what have you. And then there's like entire, not even seminars and entire annual events, right? Like Vid Summit and all those guys too, where there's whole, there's like YouTube experts and stuff like that. And I've been lucky enough to listen to a few of them and chat with a few of them and check out their stuff. And it's really, really informative. But when I had first, not this time around, but last time around, it's like, how to, because you all see it sometimes, right? Whenever you're looking for a video that you want, and then you'll see what YouTube pushes, where it's like, oh, how to get a billion subs, right? It's like, man, like, I guess it's what people will watch. But yeah, no, the ones that I can vouch for sure. There's some good people. I think also, if you guys recognize this thing, the Owen video, first of all, screw cancer. It took an uncle of mine. Maybe I'll talk about that later. But all the people behind this, they know what they're talking about, and I wouldn't have gotten it otherwise, right? I mean, well, it's a great cause, but the back to back, virtually nonstop, that first weekend of live streams, man, that was awesome. iPads are already used on the space station, so Apple Silicon is already in space. The ones, oh, that's right, because that has always been Apple Silicon, right? On their mobile devices, it was just the computer stuff. Now, why is that? Now I want to know why that is. Why would they outsource some and do in-house? Or is that the closest thing I can think of was like to test it to where everyone who gets a arguably more affordable product, they can try out their in-house stuff, right? So iPhones and even the cheaper ones, iPads, iPods, stuff like that. Because then that makes sense, like a part of a research and development. Going to get 2 hours of sleep. Some people have to work. Yeah, a bunch of well, I guess not losers, but that would have been funny, right? Losers have to work, I guess. If you're lucky enough to be made fun of for having a job, I say that's a good thing. But thank you, man. I'm glad you were able to stop in. I think they should all Eddie vetted. Not landing with me. I don't know what that one is. Just an external monitor, paper thin, no stand. Looks like a razor thin iPad with a cover. Oh, sweet. Yeah, what I was picturing in my head was more of a contraption that you have to hope you don't break when you're, unfolding it and folding it back up. Oh, that's sweet. This guy. I still see all the FPT WeVPN ads. Damn it, John. Yeah, you know what? Someone tag him and tweet him and get him in here so he could defend himself and so we could say hi. I was on a stream with him. iCave took it upon himself to keep us separate, but guess who he didn't keep me separate from? James Apple. Yeah. So I've been meaning to talk to you about that. iCave. Actually, there's no need to talk. We already talked about it. I already told you. And then also, if you would have let me know beforehand, I could have just gave you some tips and some pointers. Right, guys? You guys all know how to talk to certain people. Of course, he's a friend. No, good guy. But just for, it was, I didn't know he was going to be on. But we had a good time. I think it was successful. So it's great. Also cheaper than buying an actual projector. I bet it is. That is portable and has its own battery. You just need the mod, downloaded content, and a Bluetooth speaker, and you're set. So you mean a Bluetooth speaker to have it louder and better sound? I would hope that the the Moto would still play out of its speakers, although I'm sure, yeah, I would. I am not one to use stock speakers with whatever it is, even like the cheapo Bluetooth stuff. Because I know there's some for like as cheap as like even $20 or $50, depending on where you go. Amazon has everything, but yeah, anything other than like the stock ones, usually, and that's where I come in. So audio stuff for sure. Yeah, Ace, isn't he a rascal? Windows 7. Okay, so after XP, I think that's what he's running. Yeah, because I'll see it, but I think maybe it's one of the backgrounds from that pack is reminiscent of XP, and I'm wondering if because they know the jump to XP was good, that they want to sort of make you think like we're still good, at that time at least. Disposable, about 1K. So how many of us are in the chat right now? 7. What's 1,000 divided by 7, guys? Tech Mama. I always forget about those Moto mods. Yeah, that the projector one, and then there was another one. I forget what it was, but the main one that caught my eye was the that projector thing. Yeah. Viper uses all the fire. Right. I know. I'm surprised there's even any left when I opened up my emoji keyboard and I'm like, hey, I'll just tap one. I'm like, okay, cool. There was still one left. So you'd think that he used them all by then. To review, and that's it. That's what you're going to spend $1,000 of disposable income on, a review unit. Come on, Ace. Take it camping and to parties. Ooh, like in the last 2 years you did that? Or before? People love it. Great for backyard movies with the kids too. Okay, see, there you go. Now you lost me, but you got me back. You're doing great, bro. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I think definitely shout out to you guys here, because this would be pretty weird. I don't know what I would be. Not that I couldn't probably fill up an hour with rambling, but who knows? Who knows what I would have said? You being, of course, man. I want to do a good job. Get off my back. Yes, turn on your camera, make videos. Well, I can, even with that, I can detect the sarcasm, but in this format, and I know a lot of people, we were talking about it earlier too, where even during live streams where maybe you don't think of it in the moment, but maybe even after you're like, oh, I should clip that. You're able to get content even after the fact, more than just the replay value of that stream again, and be like, oh, let me remember to come back at this part and get this. And then that can be a separate clip, or if you even, if you have a separate clips channel, then yeah, sure. I know what do they call it? The second or the latest gold rush is digital shorts, right? On any of the platforms, they're making it a thing. They're trying to bait everyone. What's the word? Incentivize content creators so they can grab all of the kids that are mindlessly scrolling, nonstop on TikTok and all those places. Oh shit! I'm premium on the YouTube. Is Mark getting something from it? I gotta go. No, just having you here. Really, that's spacey. Hashtag iPad. Yeah, you know what? That reminded me too that what Tesla fanboys love to say, and nothing against Tesla. I think they, they're a neat company. They have cool stuff. That there's a Tesla in outer space. And I'm like, well, I guess. What good is it doing any of us here on Earth? Boom. Apple Silicon was developed for iPhone and iPad first. A4 first came to the original iPad. It finally took over Intel, so it replaced it in the Mac last year. Well, there you go. Wait, so then that doesn't answer my question of, I guess it's a matter of intention. Did they intend to stay only in iPhone and iPads? And I'm assuming iPods also have it in there. Or the way that it seemingly shook out, was that the plan the entire time, to test it here and then take it the other way? We've got a couple minutes here, guys. I really, really appreciate it. We have OROD Tech and Tech Gear Talk. Is that the name of his channel? I just call him Sagi. Two great guys. They're going to be going on in like another 2 minutes or so. So again, I appreciate all you guys for being here and saying, hey, maybe he chokes, maybe he'll blabber and say racist stuff or something like that. I don't. We'll see. Not for nothing though. The beauty of stereotypes is that they don't just come from thin air, right? Data is data. Hey, so there's that. Pearl Jam. What's the name of that song? That sad song about crashing, where he's on a date with his girlfriend and he's not paying attention while he's driving and kills her. That's a really sad song. Their version of it is a really good. It's a good version, worth a listen. That'll get you. That gets me going. That gets the waterworks going. I'm man enough that I can say that. Before it was, they would have you think otherwise, right, guys? Right, fellas? Right? Being told that you're not supposed to have feelings and stuff. It's all bull. It's all bull. These young people, am I right? I thought, well, you're young to me, aren't you? Are you catfishing us? Let's wind down into a few more of these. I guess to hear the video. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't keep. That'd be weird, right? If the projector attachment didn't let you use the phone speakers. What young people? Well, that was your choice to reveal your age, and now it's on the internet. So congratulations. Just 49 there. Okay, see? Well, your age must not bother you guys if you guys are willy-nilly about it. Whose stream is next? OROD. I think they're going to be on OROD's channel. So OROD Tech, Oscar's channel. And we'll head right over there. Michael Pepper Tech. Don't you follow me on the Twitters? It's been on Twitter for at least half hour before. Okay, that's something. But I appreciate that you're here. And so it is 5 o'clock. Great stream. Nice job. Thank you guys. You guys were awesome in the chat. I can give you one of these. And hopefully we do this again soon. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you over there in the chat. Bye.